Hey, what's up, my friends? Today we are making a delicious big pot of chili in the Chili Pepper Madness kitchen. Chili is one of the perfect foods for spicy food lovers because you can really spice it up as much as you want to, and it's just loaded with flavor. There are lots of different ways to make chili, and I have a lot of chili recipes on the website and here on YouTube. But this is a classic American-style chili. It's one that I grew up on, and this particular recipe brings back lots of memories from my childhood. So it's one of those dishes, again, that's very easy to make, very delicious, but once you try it, it's so unforgettable and amazing. So let me show you how to make it. All right, my friends, let's make some classic chili. It is classic, simple, but amazingly awesome chili. So first things first, to get yourself your cooking station all set up with all your ingredients here. And I've got a good sized pot set up to medium heat. And we'll add a bit of olive oil, or vegetable oil. And I have a medium-sized onion, white onion, chopped. Yellow's good too. And a jalapeno pepper for a little touch of heat. Got me a good-sized jalapeno. And you can use milder peppers if you want to, or of course, hotter peppers. So we're gonna cook this down for about 5 minutes or so to soften up the ingredients here. Nothing better than a big pot of chili. All right, my peppers and onions have softened up nicely here. So next we'll add some garlic. I have about 4 or 5 cloves of some crushed and chopped garlic, fresh garlic. And of course you can use more if you'd like, lots of garlic. And you'll cook this down for about 30 seconds or so until of course you can smell the gorgeous garlic blooming. One of my favorite things. Doesn't take long. Ooh. There it is. All right, next I've got 2 pounds of ground beef. I'm using 80-20 ground beef. A little bit of fat content to it. And we're gonna kind of break this up as you go along. Gonna get a little bit of browning on it. Gonna cook this down several minutes till it's nicely browned and cook mostly through. You don't have to cook it all the way through because it's gonna simmer in our chili, like so. All right, the beef here is pretty browned up nicely. So next we're gonna add our spices here, and a nice collection of spices. Here I have 3 tablespoons of chili powder, and I'll talk about the chili powder options in a minute. And a tablespoon of ground cumin, freshly ground cumin, and a teaspoon of cayenne, and that's optional. The cayenne's got a good spicy kick to it, and you can add more or less to your preference. And salt and pepper to taste. I got about a half teaspoon each or so. And 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. All right, so go ahead and stir this in. And we're gonna cook it for about a minute or 2 to really let all the spices bloom. Lots of flavor right here, my friends. Yum. It smells amazing in here. So the next step is to dump everything else that's left into the pot. So here I have a 15 ounces or a can of fire roasted tomatoes, diced tomatoes. And you can use just regular diced tomatoes, but I just love fire roasted tomatoes. It's like, boom, awesome. And some crushed tomatoes, a can of crushed tomatoes. And I have a 1.5 cups of beef broth. And you can use chicken if you want to, especially if you're using other ground meats. And I have a couple cans of beans. These are light red kidney beans. And you can use different beans, but this is pretty typical, kind of what I grew up with, just kidney beans. Perfect for chili. Gonna get this all mixed up here. And last but not least, do not forget the hot sauce. So this is my red Savina hot sauce that I made. I added a little extra spice to it. I have a video for that, you can check it out. Really use hot sauce to your preference. You can use, any of your favorites or any of your homemade, but I'm just gonna add a little because Patty likes it really hot. That's why she married me. Well, All right, so go ahead and stir everything together. Get it nicely mixed. And then we will bring this to just start to a boil. And then we will reduce the heat and we will simmer the pot for at least 30 minutes. And you can go 60 minutes or maybe even a little longer and just let all those flavors develop while you basically just sit back and smell the amazing chili just blooming in the room for you and like, yum. It's gonna drive you nuts, I'm telling you right now. So while my chili is simmering, let's talk about the chili powder. When you're making an American style chili, when it comes to chili powder, usually what that refers to is like an American blend, which is usually something like a whole bunch of different chili powders that are blended together with some add-on ingredients, like usually it's dehydrated onion and or dehydrated garlic. Sometimes there's herbs in there as well. But you can really make your own blends. If you're like me, you start to get into making your own. I like to use just pure chilies. So sometimes I'll mix like ancho powder with guajillo powder or a nice New Mexican powder blend. There are many different ways that you can make your own chili powders, and I have information on the website for that. But also, if you really get into it and you're a little kind of crazy like me, you can grow your own chilies and then dehydrate them and make your own chili powder blends. Hopefully you will check out my cookbook, which is the Spicy Dehydrator Cookbook. And here I show all kinds of different techniques for dehydrating different foods and particularly making your own blends. That way you can grow your own and make your own super unique blends that are exactly your own recipe. So then everybody's like, yo, what's your secret? That's it. So let's talk about variations. Again, this is just like a classic chili that I grew up with. Your very typical sort of like Midwestern or American chili. Very delicious, very easy, but you can very easily also change it up in so many different ways. Consider this a base recipe. So really you can use different ground meats. Sometimes if I want to be a little healthier, I'll make it with ground turkey or ground chicken. But you can also make it with ground pork or really even a mix, like ground chorizo is fantastic. One of my favorite actually recipes that I made recently that I need to make a video for, it's short rib and chorizo chili. So good. Award-winning, I might add. Check it out, my friends. This has been simmering for a good 45 minutes. I went 45, and it smells amazing in here. It just looks incredible. Time to give it a taste. Give it a go. Ooh, it's gonna be hot. I'm telling you, fantastic chili. Simple, delicious, pure awesomeness. That's it, my friends. That's how you make classic chili. I hope you love it as much as I do. And I'd love to hear what you think in the comments below. I hope it brings you many pleasant memories to come, like it has for me. And hey, if you guys love chili recipes, I have a lot of different chili recipes that I will pop up right here, and a whole bunch on the website as well. Just lots of different amazing chili recipes. So, all right, I hope to see you guys in the kitchen next time. Thanks for hanging out with me today. So I will see you soon. Mike from Chili Pepper Madness. Bye.